right, we are live. We are live. If you are here tonight, let me see you in the comments. Let me see you in the comments. Are you here? Can you see me? Right. Right. I'm just going to be sure that we are good to go. All right, Badmos, Khadija, I see you. So tonight, I decided to go local. I decided to represent my culture. All right, my African heritage. All right, Badmos, Khadija, I see you. So tonight, I decided to go local. All right, so I'm just trying to see that I'm trying to be sure that everything is in place, and we will start. So, trying to check the volume, be sure we're good. All right, so I see we're coming into the room already. As you join, please leave a message in the comments. Let me know that you are here and you're ready to go. So tonight, I've done all the introductions yesterday, so there are no introductions. We're just firing down. How has been your Sunday? Let me know in the comments. Hope you had an amazing Sunday. I had Arsenal lost this evening, so a beautiful Sunday with a little dent. All right, but it's fine. We move. All right, so let me know how has your Sunday been. Let me know in the comments. We're about to start. All right. Let me know how has your Sunday been. Today we are going to the second. We're going to have the second training session. So let me know in the comments how has your day been. Let me know how has your Sunday been. Annie Bello, happy Sunday to you too. Happy Sunday to you too. So I'm going to bring up my slide, and then we will be good to go. I'm going to bring up my slide. Let's go. Akabogu Eve Chinyere, happy Sunday to you too. I see you. Happy Sunday. I see you. All right. Let me maximize this. All right. So we are set. I am set, and I hope you are too. Grace Abasirim, I see you. Abasirim, you bear the name of one of my friends on LinkedIn too. Your name is beautiful. I love the name. I love the sound. I love how it sounds. All right, so guys, we are good to go. All right, we are good to go. I'm just going to pass across a few announcements, and then we will start. So we are starting the content creation part of the challenge tomorrow officially. And what does that mean? It means together as a community, we're beginning to show up with the content marketing aspect of the program from tomorrow, the 13th of January, up until February 2nd. All right. It's going to run for 3 weeks. So I want you to get ready. But what I want to start to do first and foremost is after tonight's session, go to your LinkedIn, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of how many followers do you have before we start the challenge. Take a screenshot of your impressions, your profile views, your search appearance. All right, take all of those screenshots and have them, keep them somewhere so that at the end of the 3 weeks challenge, you will also be able to evaluate what is the level of growth that you have been able to experience. All right, so that's something that you want to do for yourself. All right. You want to do it for yourself. And like I said yesterday, there are so many things that such a challenge like this can actually do for you. It can help you be consistent, all right, because of the accountability system and then the community spirit. It can help you be consistent. And one thing is sure, if you show up, and when I mean show up, I mean if you create content during these 3 weeks and then you support other people and you get support back from them, you will definitely grow. Your visibility is going to skyrocket. It's going to go through the roof. Some of you are going to have mind-blowing visibility. All right. So, but that will happen if you create content, show up, and then support people, and just show up with your best version. Show up with a positive energy. Support people, get support, and then you will definitely grow. So, what you're simply doing by taking the screenshot is to be able to measure or what actually shifted. And like I was saying, if you also want to grow your connection, what I was saying yesterday is, when I was teaching about clarity and then strategy, your goal for LinkedIn for the year, one of the tasks I asked us to do after yesterday's training was to write it down. If you write your goals down, you know where you're going. It's going to help you to also know what you should be doing to get to where you're going, because not every strategy will work, or you should not do every strategy depending on where you're going. All right, not every route is your route if your destination is different from mine. So if we have different destinations, we can't be following the same path. If one of your decision is to grow your connection and to network with people, I told you yesterday, intentionally send connection requests to the people that are in your target audience. All right. Some of you have been probably prior to now, you have been sending connection requests to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. You just want to have 5,000 followers, 10,000 followers. Now that you want to be intentional in 2025, you must change that strategy. You don't just want to have numbers for numbers' sake. You want to have numbers and ensure that you have quality numbers. So what's the essence if you have 5,000 connection or followers and 4,999 are not your ideal target audience? They are not people within your target audience. That is a waste of them. It's a waste of time, and it's a strategy that will get you nowhere. So in the next 3 weeks, like I said yesterday, you have 100 free connection from LinkedIn every week. If you don't use it, it's not like you will carry it over and it will be added. You get a fresh 100. All right, you get another fresh 100 the next week. So you want to make the most of your connection, of the free connection, and use them to connect with the people that are relevant to your brand and to your goals for the year. Don't connect with just everybody. And I also told you yesterday, when you're connecting with people, when people send you connection requests, check and be sure that they are active. You don't just want to be sending connection requests to people that are dormant. It might be one of the reasons why you are not growing. All right. If you have 5,000 followers and 4,999 of them are dormant, the last time they posted was 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 1 year ago. When you make your post, it means they are not online to see your post. You will get no interactions. Very important. All right. So take a screenshot of your follower count, your connection count, and then your impressions, your search appearance, your profile visits, and let's compare where you are now and where you would be by the time we're done with the challenge. Now let's go to content posting rules. All right. If you know very well, the room is currently on lock. I think I should even open it now. And Shola Doye, please, you can open the group. All right. They may have questions or things they want to sort out. But the group is always locked, all right, because we don't want unnecessary conversations in the group. The accountability groups are going to be open from tonight, and they'll be open throughout the 3 weeks. But the main group is on lock and key, all right? We don't want unnecessary conversations in that group because the group is, it's not like it's that large, but at least it's about 79 people in there. If everybody is talking and then we have important information to pass across, there will be too many antiquities, and then the important information will be lost in the midst of all of the ones that may not be necessarily that important. So that's why we don't want all the conversations to flow in that group. So we will open the group every morning and every evening. The group will open 7:30 a.m. If you have made your post, you can copy the link and share first and foremost in your accountability group. Like I said yesterday, the first place where your engagement should be primarily focused is in your accountability group. Those are your paddies. Those are like your G's. Those are the people that you should build friendship with. And the good part of it is that it's not a large group. It's about 19 or 20 people in there. I mean, even if you remove me and the community manager, it's about probably 17, 18. Those are the people that you want to build friendship with first and foremost before you now extend that grace to the bigger group. So when you create your content, I don't know your posting time, but whatever your posting time is, you can share your link in your accountability group first and foremost. And as soon as the main group is open, you can also copy your link and share in that main group. So the group will open 7:30 a.m. West African time, and then the group will shut by 12 noon. All right. It will open later in the evening again by 7 p.m. and it will shut by 10 p.m. West African time. So take note of those time. All right. Take note of those schedules so that you can target those time. You can even set alarm on your phone, because see, I'm going to be honest, if you join a community, it makes sense that as soon as the group is opened, you quickly, drop your link. All right. If you go and then you come drop your link around there, because when the group opens, there's always a lot of activities. People maximize that time to quickly do engagement and all that. But if you just disappear and then you come around 11:30, all right, or maybe 1 minute to 12, and then you drop your post, people are busy. They are probably in their offices, maybe engaged doing something else. They may not be able to give your content engagement in the immediate. And you know that on LinkedIn, or not even just on LinkedIn, on most social media platforms, the first 1 hour after you make your post is very vital to the lifespan of that article. If your article or your content gets good engagement in the first, early minutes and hour of your content, the platform sees that, oh, it looks like people are interested in this content. Let us share it to more people. Let us show it to more people. Because what social media platforms are looking for is that people should come sleep on their platform. All right, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, they want people to just come stay there and watch and read and watch and read and never leave. All right. So when those platforms sees that there's a particular content that is getting attention, the algorithm favors that content immediately and wants to spread it to many people. So it looks like, oh, people are interested in this. Let's show it to more people so that they can stay on the platform. All right. And that's why we often always advise, don't always put link in your post. If you put link, URL, a website link that takes people off the platform, if you put it in your post, the algorithm will ensure that that post does not go viral, because the algorithm knows that as soon as people click on that link, you are taking their audience away from their platform. So if you want to ask people to click any link, the best part is you write your post and then you tell them that the link is in the comment section. All right. If you put the link in the body of the post, the algorithm will restrict that article. All right. So those are some of the things that you should know when it has to do with creating content on LinkedIn. So like I said, if your posting time is 7, for example, as soon as you make your post by 7, drop the link to your post in your accountability group. Then as soon as the main group opens by 7:30, you can just copy your link again and drop it in the main group. All right. If your posting time is 8, it's the same logic. All right. But again, the room opens 7:30 a.m., shuts by 12 noon West African time, opens again in the evening 7 p.m. and then shuts by 10 p.m. So those are the times you want to target. Whatever makes you miss those 2 periods in the day, your content waits till the next day. All right. Very important. I'm not sure there are too many people in a different time zone from the West African time zone. I know there are like people from like 3 or 4 other countries, but I don't think the time zone is that apart. But if you are in a region where you have like 4, 5, 6 hours time zone difference, please send a private message to the community manager so that every time you make your post, you can send her the link. And when the group opens, she will help you post the link in the main group. All right. Are we good to go? If you're getting these instructions and they are clear, please let me know in the comments. If you have any question, please also let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Finally, for now, the third thing I want to say. Okay, let me emphasize this again. I said it yesterday. One of the best part of this community or these kinds of community is the support that we show to ourselves. All right. And like I was saying yesterday, this engagement on people's posts, it really matters. So, I mean, one of the people, I can't remember your name, I think it's Oguns. You made a post this morning that you tagged me in because, I mean, it was actually saying shout out to me based on the training yesterday. And as soon as I saw the shout out, I liked the post, I dropped a comment. The moment I like the post and drop a comment, LinkedIn will go to my profile and show the people in my network that I just left a comment on that post. And immediately I left a comment and liked the post. The post began to get attention. I mean, this person has not posted on LinkedIn for like months, all right? And at the end of the day, the post has probably about 14 or 15 likes, which is fair enough for somebody that has been ghosting for months. But one of the things that helped that post to actually do a little bit, I mean, it's a little bit good, all right, was the fact that I engaged with that post, all right? It tagged me, I showed up, I engaged, and then because some of the persons that came to like that post after I actually dropped the comment, they are people that are in my network, all right? So, and that's how it works. So when I engage with your content, it's going to, I mean, LinkedIn is going to show that engagement to the people in my network, and some of them are definitely going to go check what post I liked and commented on, and they may engage with your post. So basically, when we support each other, we are giving each other's posts access. We're extending the visibility of that post to people in our different networks. So it counts. And the tendency is that some of your clients are in my network, some of my clients are in your network. So when we support each other, it helps everybody to actually what? To actually grow. Tomorrow's post is an announcement post. You're announcing that you're in the challenge. If you can decide to freestyle however you want to do it, all right? But if you are making an announcement post, you can tag me in it. I will see it. I will like the post. I will drop you a comment. It's going to definitely help your post to do well, all right? I may not guarantee that I will be all out for everybody during the challenge, but I'm going to do my best to support everybody in the community. As long as you are showing up and I see your energy, trust me, I will support you so that you can actually, do well, all right? So that said, the last thing I want to say, for every post we're going to be making from tomorrow up until the 21st day, we're going to be using a hashtag, all right? This was the hashtag that I used for my 90 days 90 days content marketing genius, but this time around it's not going to be 90 days, it's going to be 21 days, all right? So I'm going to type it in the comments, and I'm also going to put it in the group. Solado, you can help me type it in the comments. It's hashtag 21 days of marketing genius. Hashtag 21 days of marketing genius. That's the community hashtag. All right. So it means after every of your posts, when you write your post for tomorrow or for Tuesday or for Wednesday, at the end, at the bottom, put hashtag 21 days of marketing genius. 21 days of marketing genius. I'm still going to post that in the community, in the WhatsApp group, so that you can actually see how it is written. All right. I created it, I think, sometimes last week. That's the hashtag we're going to use in the community so that all of our content can be under one particular hashtag. And if people want to engage with your post, sometimes they can just click that hashtag. They will see all of the posts from the community under that hashtag. Does that make sense? All right. We're using hashtag 21 days of marketing genius. All right. Thank you, Soladoye. Correct. Hashtag 21 days. Thank you, Adigwe Ifeanyiwa. Let me even put it on the screen. Let me put it on the screen. All right. 21 days. Oh, there's space in this one. Ifeanyiwa, there should be no space. Let me see Soladoye's own. Okay, yeah, this is the correct one. 21 days of marketing genius. 21 days of marketing genius. All right. Hashtag 21 days of marketing genius. That's the hashtag we are using for this challenge. That said, I think we're good to go now. If you have any question about everything that I've announced, please leave them in the comment section. I will answer them, or you can private chat Temidayo. All right. She's at your beck and call. Disturb her in these 21 days. You're free to disturb her. Please don't disturb me. All right. All right. Except it's business. Except it's business, please. If you have any information you want to, get, or anything any clarity you need, please don't disturb. Don't send me a DM. All right. Send a DM to the community manager. Send a DM to Temidayo. Thank you. God bless you as you comply. In the name of Jesus. Amen. 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 All right. All right, we are good to go. I am ready to roll. So today, oh, there's a mistake in my slide. How did I miss that? Well, that's proof that I'm human. So this says how to create content that CCONVERS. All right, the T is missing, then there's a double C. Pardon me for that. Apologies. How to create content that converts. That is what we are looking at tonight. How to create content that converts. Are we ready? Because I am ready. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we good to go? Let me know if you're ready. All right. While I just sip water, let me know if you're ready. I am ready to fire. There are no introductions. I mean, I don't need to introduce myself again. You know me already. If you're ready, let me know. If you do Messi, say good night, sir. That sounds like goodbye. All right. Yes, I like that energy. Rema, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, before I start, if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, do that now. It won't cost you anything. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Now we're good to go. How to create content that converts. All right. You say you're ready, and I'm ready too. So let's take it from there. So this is the day 2 of the challenge, and today we're going into content marketing. I want to show you the art and science of creating content that gets people to open their wallets and to give you money. All right. So what should you expect tonight? I'm going to be touching 3 things. Number 1, the art and science of selling through content. And the reason why this is about content marketing is I am a fan of selling without selling. All right. I don't know how that sounds in your ear. You're selling, but it does not look like you're selling. You're selling, but the person that is reading your post is not under any pressure. In fact, they are interested in your post because it does not look like you're selling. So they are reading your post. You know you are selling. It's a promotional post, but the way the post is crafted, it is done strategically and it is done intentionally in such a way that the person is just enjoying the post, and they will not know when they say, I want this, and they say, I'm interested, and they go to your DM and say, oh, I want this. All right, so that's what I'm going to be showing you tonight. Then number 2, we're going to do just a quick crash course on copywriting. Yeah, well, even though much of it, I don't want to spend so much time on that. I have a document where I detailed, some of these things. I'm going to send it to you after the training in the WhatsApp group. You can go through it. It's like, it's one of the materials I use for my students, for my writing students. And my writing students actually pay $600 for my training. So, but I'm giving you that material free of charge. All right. So the third thing I'm going to show you is a little bit about buyer's journey. All right. There's something we call buyer's journey. Some of you don't know that there's something we call buyer's journey. Your clients, your potential clients who are on your connection list or they are your followers that you create content for, there's something we call buyer's journey. So as they are reading your content every day, they are on a journey with your brand. If you don't know, sometimes you want somebody who just started the journey with you to buy now. It doesn't really work like that. So you need to be intentional about taking them on the journey. And that's why if you check the contents guide, you will see that it was intentionally curated. You will almost see that there is no outright promotional, direction in the content, especially in the first week. You're taking your audience on a journey, and you have to take them, bit by bit, step by step. You don't rush them. You don't just wake up tomorrow and just say, oh, come and buy. All right. You need to take them step by step on the journey until you get them to the destination, which is that point where they say, I want to buy what you're selling. All right. So I said at the bottom, you get a Google Doc guide. All right. So I'll send you the guide after the training. Let's go to the next slide. So what exactly is content marketing? Pay attention to the words that are underlined in the post. Those are like the words, the keywords that I want you to focus on. So content marketing is a strategic. That's the starting point. Content marketing is strategic. So what I see most people do on LinkedIn is they're just creating content. There's no strategy behind it. There's no clear-cut, laser-focused strategy. It's just writing for writing's sake. And then they say, oh, I'm not getting results. When you want to get results with content on social media, there is a strategic approach to it, all right? And that's what we're getting into tonight. Content marketing is a strategic approach to creating valuable and relevant content. Emphasis again on valuable. It's not just content for content's sake. Some of us also create content. We don't even know whether it's valuable to the person we're talking to. Some of us don't even know our ideal target audience. We don't know their pain points. We don't know their aspiration. You're just writing. And some of you, you're just creating content because it looks like this is what is working. Some of you have no business creating LinkedIn related content, but you're just creating LinkedIn related because it looks like every time people create LinkedIn related content, it looks like it gets engagement. So you want to say 3 ways to succeed on LinkedIn. Whereas you're a web designer. What is your business as a web designer with sharing 3 ways to succeed on LinkedIn? There is no correlation, and it happens because you have no strategy. You don't even know who your audience is. You don't even have a strategic approach. You're just writing, all right? I want to help you in these 3 weeks to break away from that, from that circle. So, valuable and relevant content to attract. The goal of content marketing is to make yourself likable, to make yourself attractive. Oftentimes when I'm teaching content marketing or marketing, I often teach using the example of relationship, a guy and a lady, all right? When a guy walks up to a lady, ladies in the house, prove me wrong. There are certain things as a lady that you want that you like in a guy. So I'm going to ask the ladies, let's use the comments. What do you like in a guy? Some of you, those of you that are bold enough to share, please share. So ladies are going to tell you, I like a guy that smells nice. I like a guy that has a good dress sense. I like a guy that speaks clean English, all right? I like a guy that is well trimmed. It just looks like someone who is actually well kept. Ladies like different things in a guy. So what does it mean? If a lady likes a guy who smells nice, if you as a guy wants to approach such a lady and you have body odor, one of the first things you need to do is to go get yourself some beautiful cologne, maybe like 2 or 3, bath up, and then spray yourself, all right? And go meet. Okay, yeah. Messi says, I like an intelligent man. Awesome. All right, so if a man walks up to Messi and wants to strike a conversation and the man does not sound intelligent, immediately Messi does not find that man attractive. And guys, I'm giving you quotes now. That's why most of you I want to speak my native language, but this audience, so I won't go vernacular. Annie Bello says, speaks well and good dress sense. I like that. Jennifer says, a guy that treats me like an egg. Abba. A guy that treats you like an egg, so you should come with crates, all right? So I'm saying we all have things that we like in people, that we like in the opposite sex. And if you want to date a person, if the person does not look like says you be egg, if the person does not look like what you want, you don't find them attractive. And that's why a lady can be at a spot or in a party, in an event. One guy walks to her, she does not give the guy attention. In fact, she does discharge the guy. Then another guy walks up to her and she gives the guy a listening ear. And before you know it, she's laughing and she's smiling and she's all over the place. The first guy, she doesn't find the guy attractive. The second guy, obviously, she finds the guy very attractive. And it starts from there. All right, so when it comes to content marketing, your goal is to create content that your audience will find attractive. All right, and one of the ways to go about this strategy is that you must have a clearly defined audience. Your audience must be clearly defined. And I'm going to help you a little bit tonight, as much as I can. So what's the goal? The goal of your content, valuable, relevant, attractive, the goal is to drive profitable customer action. The goal is to get the audience to take action. So if you have been creating content and people are not taking action, chances are that your approach is not strategic enough, all right? Or your audience does not find your content attractive enough. They don't find this relevant enough or valuable enough. We're going to fix all of that tonight. So in other words, content marketing is selling through content. Let's just leave it like that. It's selling through content, but it's not outright selling. It's not, I see this a lot on WhatsApp. So especially if you're a Nigerian, you see that on your WhatsApp. People just wake up and they post a dress and they say, come and buy my dress. Some people will even go to the extent of blackmailing you. If you don't buy my dress, how will I eat? All right? Buy my dress so I can eat. All of those, very, very annoying marketing message. But right, you can sell and people will gladly give you their money. I say this with every confidence because this is on social media. I enjoy it every now and then. And most of my products are, well, you can call them premium. Premium has grades too. But I mean, most of my products are 6-figure, 7-figure. And people gladly with joy, they gladly part with such money because when it comes to content marketing, I think I know a thing or two, all right? So one of the things content marketing does for you is that it helps you build trust. It establishes you as an authority and it helps you foster long-term relationship with your audience, all right? It helps you build trust. If you hit the strategy behind content marketing, people are going to trust you. People are going to see you as an authority. And then you will build relationship with them that will give you money and bring you whatever it is that you're looking for, all right? So now let's get into the strategic part, which will lead me to quickly talking about, all right. Oluwafemi Oyele says, patronize me, oh. You know, I see all of that every day, and it's not cool at all. So part of what you must have in your strategic approach to content marketing is copywriting. Everyone that is writing on social media must know a thing or two about copywriting. Now, if you're not a copywriter, you don't need to know all there is about copywriting, but you need to know the simple tricks, the basic tricks. Because the only way you'll be able to write content that will get people to say yes, 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 is this element of copywriting in your content. And what is copywriting? Copywriting is the art and the science of crafting persuasive written content that motivates the reader to take a specific action. Now, that is not every time you do content marketing that you're selling a product, all right? So that action can be making a purchase. It can be subscribing to a service. It can be requesting people to give you more information. For example, if you want to give them, you must use copywriting in such a way that you write your caption in a way that it motivates the reader to give you the information and say, I want this, freebie, so I will give you my email, all right? But if your writing is not persuasive enough, they will just see it and they'll just walk past, your content, all right? Copywriting, you must know copywriting, a little bit of copywriting. Anybody that is writing online or creating content, whether it is written content or video content, you must know a little bit of copywriting. You must know which words to use that will touch the heart of people, touch their emotions, and get them to take action. All right. So copywriting plays a crucial role in content marketing, and that's why I had to give you just a little intro into it. It ensures that your content is compelling, engaging, and persuasive, and this will increase the likelihood of the audience taking action. If your content is not engaging, if it's not compelling, if it's not persuasive, people will read the content and they will not be influenced to take the action that you want them to take. All right. And that's why you need to learn a little bit, to know a little bit of of copywriting. And there are copywriting frameworks. There are frameworks that we use when it comes to copywriting. I mean, AIDA is very popular. Some of you will know AIDA. It is awareness, interest, desire, and action. All right. It's like a formula. When you're starting the formula says when you're starting your copywriting content, ensure that your first line and your second line gets their attention. The A is for attention. Ensure that your first line gets their attention. Then the lines that follow, ensure that it stirs up interest in them. Ensure that it stirs up interest in them. You have gotten their attention, but if you don't get them interested, they will jump to another content. All right? So you must, after you have gotten their attention, the next thing is to get them interested. So they'll be like, oh, tell me more, tell me more. And then the next thing you want to do is the D, stir up a desire in them. So now you have gotten their attention, you have gotten them interested. Now create a desire in them for that thing you're selling, for that thing that you want them to act upon. And the next thing, give them call to action. All right? So the AIDA framework says, get their attention, get them interested, get them to desire the thing, then get them to take action. And see, I always tell people writing is psychological. It is psychological. All right? Writing is not logical, it is psychological. You must be able to carefully use words that appeals to the logic and the emotions of people together. You must be able to carefully choose words that catches the fancy of your target audience. And that's why you must know your audience. You must know what moves your audience. What moves my audience as a writer is not what moves your audience as a website designer, all right? What a person who needs a web designer is looking for is not the same as what a person who needs a writer is looking for. You must know what moves your audience, and then you must find the words that you will use to carefully eat the what? Eat that button and get them to act. Then there's the PAS, that's the problem, agitation, and the solution. All of these are in the document I will send to you. I think I have like 5 framework there, and I gave content example of all the 5 so that you can see how it works. When I send you the document, you will see that it's actually very rich. It's something that it's like a course on its own. So if you go through that document, you're going to have the basic knowledge of copywriting that I say you should have if you want to write content that converts. So I'm just going to leave this and go to the next slide. But again, copywriting is very instrumental. It's very important in content marketing. Very important. And I'm going to show you examples of how I use these things on my own profile. All right. So let me mention the 3 elements of persuasive writing. 3 elements. I'm just going to restrict it to 3. I don't want to make this very complicated for you because I know that some of you are not writers, all right? So some of you are web designers, graphic designers, virtual assistants, and all that. So I'm going to make this, just simple for you. When you want to write a content on LinkedIn and you want people to be persuaded, whether it's LinkedIn or Medium or anywhere, and you want them to be persuaded, there are 3 very key elements that content must contain. Number 1, attention-grabbing headlines or hook. We call it headline, we call it hook. All right, whatever you want to call it, but attention grabbing headline or hook, and opening lines. Your opening lines must also grab attention. So in copywriting, we call it hook and rehook. Hook and rehook, but don't bother yourself about all of this technical term. It means your first line must hook the audience, but your second line too must rehook them, must get them more interested. Because if your second line now goes blah, they will jump to another article. Just be like, oh, next. But if you hook them with the first line, then you re-hook them again, and you just keep dragging them down, and they keep reading. Your next line makes them interested in the next one, in the next one, in the next one, until they get to the call to action, and they take action. So attention-grabbing headline, and that's why the image on the screen is that of a fish and a hook, and that's why they call it hook. That's like the perfect explanation of it. So when you want to catch a fish, you go to the river, and then you put worm in that hook, and then you drop it in the water. The fish does not know that your intention is to hook it. The fish thinks, oh, they've just given me food. So it goes eagerly, it runs to the hook line and tries to grab the food. That's your bait. And the hook will hook it, and you can drag the fish out of the water. So that's why we call it hook. If your first line is not hooking, if it is not hooking, people will drop off your content. All right, you can write a very beautiful post on LinkedIn, but if you use a very dull or a very bland hook, your content is dead on arrival. All right, so that's why some of you will share your heart. You will write a very beautiful story, and you'll be like, oh, this content should go viral. But because your hook is blah, your hook is dry, your hook is not compelling, it's not attention grabbing, people will just see your content and will just pass. All right, you must, and this one too is a process. There's an art to it. I have a lot of articles on Medium about how to write attention-grabbing headlines. All right, there's a science to it. Like I said, writing is psychological. You must know which words to put in the first line that people cannot resist, that you're to resist. The moment you miss your hook, the moment your hook is not hooking, your content is dead on arrival. You have lost the audience. So the first element of a persuasive writing is that you must write an attention-grabbing headline hook. And that's why you must also know your audience. If you know your audience, you know what words you will say that will get them to turn. But if you don't know your audience, you will just keep writing and writing, and you will not get any result. All right? So that's number one. Number two, your copy must be benefit-focused. Your copy must be benefit-focused. See, people don't come to LinkedIn to come and read your content. All right. Except maybe those that are in this community now. For example, when you post your content tomorrow, because we are in the same community, we will intentionally go to your post and go and read and engage. But aside from that, nobody just wakes up. Well, I know that there's a level where you get to anyway, when you're building on social media, that people can intentionally be looking forward to your content. So I know a lot of people who send me messages and be like, oh, I always look forward to your content. All right. But it's a level. But ideally, majority of social media users don't just wake up and say, oh, let me go and see Ajayola content. Majority don't care. So when a person comes to LinkedIn and they are scrolling through and there are thousands of posts, all right, what they are looking for is a post that speaks to them. So if all you do in your post is to just ramble about, this and that, the person who is to read it is asking themselves, what is in this post for me? What's in this content for me? So you must focus your content, your copy, on what the person reading it has to gain by giving you their 3 minutes, their 4 minutes, their 5 minutes to read. What is in the content for them? Make sure your copy is tailored towards what? Showing them the benefits that they stand to gain for reading that content. All right? And that's why when you're writing a copy, you want to sell, you're doing content marketing, your content must focus on the benefits that the person reading stands to gain. I'll make this make sense. And it's going to make more sense when we get to the third training, and I'm talking about irresistible offer. Some of these things will still come up under that training. The third thing you now want to do, now you have an attention-grabbing headline, hook, and opening lines. Now you have a benefits-focused copy. At the end of your content, always had a call to action. People don't take action unless you tell them what to do. So you must tell them what to do. Do you want them to engage? If you want them to engage, you can add a PS at the end of your content, post-scriptum, and then you ask a question, a very simple question. Some of you also, when you create your content, you ask very difficult questions that people will need to rack their brain to be able to answer, and people don't have the time. Maybe I'm in the office and I just have like 15 minutes break, and I just say, oh, let me go to LinkedIn, and then I get to LinkedIn, I read your content, and then at the end, you put a PS, and then you ask me a question that I need to go and Google before I can answer. I'm just going to jump off your content. There's no time. So if you're going to have a PS and ask people questions because you want them to engage, make sure your question is very simple. It's written in layman English, and it does not make them think too much. It's something they can just see and they can just answer in a jiffy. And if you want them to buy something, tell them what to do. Is it to send you a DM? Is it to leave you a comment? Ensure that you have a call to action and it is clear. All right? People don't take action unless you tell them what to do. So if I read your content and at the end, you don't tell me to comment, you didn't ask me any question, you didn't tell me to send you a DM, and you are selling, I just read your content, you just gave me information, no call to action, I move to the next post, all right? It's as simple as that. So ensure you tell me what to do, tell people what to do. Because sometimes people even know what to do, but because you have not told them what to do, they will do nothing, all right? So ensure you had a call to action at the end of your post. Do you want them to like the post? Do you want them to comment? If you want them to comment, don't just tell them, leave me a comment. No. Ask them something that will inspire them to leave you a comment. I mean, you have been discussing something in the body of your content. So let it have a conclusion that inspires a conversation. All right? So always have a call to action. And the goal of your post will determine the call to action you will use. For example, when I made the post about this challenge, the goal of the post is to get people to be interested and to sign up. And so what did I tell you? I say, leave me a comment. I say two things. Number one, repost this content. And then number two, drop me a comment saying you are interested. I use clear call to actions. All right? People need to be told what to do. So tell them what to do. Don't say, oh, they should know what to do. They won't know and they won't do nothing. So ensure you have a clear and a simple call to action. Other elements that you can put in your post to make it more persuasive and compelling, your photos, all right? Ensure you always use captivating photos in your post, especially when you're doing a content marketing post. Don't just post any bland picture. Make it a picture that when they are scrolling to their link, they just see it, they'll be like, oh, wow. And that's why some of you follow me on social media. When I want to make certain posts and I want to get people's attention, I use some of the pictures where I'm putting on this native, if you're not a Nigerian, it's called Agbada. I will show you now. Where you have the, I don't know how best to describe it. Nigerians, I hope you understand that, brother. So oftentimes I use pictures that are captivating, that are catchy, that just get your attention. Sometimes I use pictures where I'm looking so handsome because I want to get you to stop. And I know this because people say it in the comments. You know, when I use pictures of me in Agbada, people come to the comment like, "Oh, this Agbada is giving this and this and this and that." I got their attention. That was the goal. Don't just put any picture. Be very intentional about the pictures. Some of you don't like pictures. When you want to build on social media, you must now begin to take pictures. A lot of pictures and a lot of beautiful pictures. And also on LinkedIn, the LinkedIn interface has what we call picture frame. Just like Instagram, it also has picture frame. All social media platforms have frames. They have picture frames, video frames. So you want to ensure that the pictures you are using, they are tailored to the frame, the picture frame for LinkedIn. All right. You can just go on Google and type what is the picture frame for LinkedIn. You will see a lot of content that people have written. So that's not something I want to bother my head about. But if you use pictures that are not the exact sizes of the frame on LinkedIn, it can affect how well your content does. All right. So me, for example, I just go to Canva and I resize. I have the template there already. I use this Instagram frame 1080 times 1350. All my pictures come in that frame. So I just go to Canva, put my picture in that frame, download it, and I use it on my post. If your pictures don't match the frame on LinkedIn, it can actually affect how your post will look when it finally comes to us. It will not look fitted. It's going to look like when you're wearing oversized when you're wearing oversized suit. And in Nigeria we call it coat. The moment your suit is oversized in Nigeria, we call it coat. All right. So it's going to look like that. If your picture does not fit into the frame, either it is smaller or it is bigger, your post will not look, very, very attractive. And that can affect, people's perception of your post. And when you're doing content marketing too, once in a while, use proof. Depending on the post you're making, ensure that you're always having proof. If you say, oh, my client got, let's say you're an email copywriter, my client got 80% open rate or 80% click-through rate, it makes more sense. Your content becomes more believable if you can show us proof, evidence. All right. One of the street slang we have now in Nigeria is no be only cho. Show us evidence. All right. Show us evidence. Show us evidence. So if you want to say, oh, you want to do content marketing and you want to tell us that, oh, this product, it has gotten 1 million people results, show us proof now. Or you just want us to believe you like that in this social media when we know that a lot of people fake it to make it. So what will make it more believable is when you show us proof that what you are saying is legit, what you're saying is confirmed. All right. So those are the basic elements of a persuasive content. When you want to do content marketing, your headline must be attention grabber. And that's why if you check the content guide, all of those headlines were carefully curated. And that's how you find in the bracket pain points, in the bracket aspirations. You must know what is the pain point aspiration of your target audience, because if you put it in your headline, if you put it in your hook, it will get their attention. If, for example, your potential target audience is looking for more sales, if you put that more sales in your hook, it gets their attention easily because that's what they are looking for. So when they see your headline, they see that you are promising more sales, they immediately want to see what is in the body of the content. So those headlines in the content guide, they were carefully curated. All you just need to do is edit it to suit your own industry. And I tell you, you're going to work magic in the next 3 weeks. Trust me on this. Trust me. So number one, we have attention grabbing headline and hook. Number two, benefit focused copy. And then number three, call to action. And then other elements, ensure that your pictures are beautiful, clear. Don't use pictures that are faded. Be intentional about this brand building thing. Don't just do it anyhow. Don't do it anyhow. Be intentional. Don't be haphazard. All right? That's how people that get results, that's how they show up. That's how they show up. Don't show up anyhow. Show up in your best element. You can see how passionate I am about these things. But I want you to get results. All right? If you do these things I'm teaching you, it's almost impossible that you will not get results. So let me give you 3 examples, and I'm going to go to my LinkedIn profile and show you. So I'm not just somebody who talks. I talk and do. What I say to you, I'm not somebody who says, oh, do as I say, not as I do. What I'm teaching you is what I do on my profile, and I get amazing results. For example, post number 1, this was the first post that I made announcing this challenge. And if you see the hook, you will see that I was intentional. I am launching a free. See, I was intentional about putting free in that hook because I know people like free. All right? That's attention grabbing. And when I wanted to put the free, I didn't put it in small letters. I put it in capital letter. All right? So that as you are scrolling through, that free will stand out in your face. You'll be like, oh, so what is free? Because people, I don't want to say Nigerians like free things, but normally people like free things. You on this call, you know you like free things. I like free things too, anyway, all right? But I like a lot of paid things too. So I do a lot of paid things also. So, but some people just like free. They don't like to pay for anything. They can't even pay attention. All right? Some people will say, I'm so broke, I can't pay attention. So people like free things. So intentionally, you will see that I put the free there because I want to get your attention. And I put the free in capital letter because I know I want it to stand out in your face. That's why I said it is strategic. Strategy. There is strategy involved when it comes to content marketing. You must be intentional. So I say I am launching a free 21-day LinkedIn content marketing challenge this January for 50 people. I also put the 50 people there so that you will know that the spots are limited. Intentional. I put the 50 there so that you know that, oh, this thing is not what you can leave till tomorrow. It's something that you must jump in now. It's something that you must up on now. And look at the result of the content. 147 likes, 184 comments, and 59 reposts. So I say I want 50 people. 59 people reposted the content. Did the content work or it didn't work? It worked. And like I said, I wasn't selling a product or service yet. It was something free, but I needed you to take action. I needed people to act on the post. And I strategically used words until I got people to take the action that I wanted them to take. That is content marketing 101. Then look at the second post. This was like a follow-up post to this one. This was the second time I announced the post. I'd gotten 50 people in the group already. That was when we now did, okay, so let's see if we can also get more people in the group. And I said the biggest mistake personal brands make on LinkedIn. Again, I was intentional. The use of biggest mistakes or biggest mistake is something that will grab people's attention. You are a personal brand on LinkedIn and you're scrolling through LinkedIn, then you now see the biggest mistake personal brands make on LinkedIn. You must be curious. You want to know, oh, what is the biggest mistake? And you want to check whether you are making that mistake. So you will read it. And then the next line is a rehook. I said you are posting consistently but still not getting results. So I first hook you and then I rehook you again. So just like it's like the AIDA model, I got your attention and now I'm getting you interested. So if you're a person who is posting content but not getting results, then you will read this post. You don't have a choice. All right? It is intentional. It is strategic. And this third post, this was I made this post 6 months ago. Oh man, the result of this post is mind-blowing. This was a promotional post though. If you read this post and you did not see my intention behind the post, then you missed me. This was a post made to sell. Fine, it was announcing one of the milestones I achieved last year, but I was not just sharing the milestone for sharing sake. I was sharing the milestone so that I can get people to buy what I want to sell. And look at the engagements for this post first. 342. It's a sales post. So this is a content marketing post. It's not just an achievement sharing post. I was selling with this post. But despite the fact that I'm selling, people engage with it. That's what content marketing is about. You are selling, but the people you are selling to, they don't know you are selling. They don't think you are selling. They just think you are just writing. All right? But you know what you are doing. You are strategically getting them to say yes to your product. But it does not look like you are selling. So what I was selling in this post was my Medium Master class. But if I just said, buy my Medium Master class, it's $20, people will just scroll and move to the next post. This post would have gotten almost no engagement. Maybe some people that like me, they'll just like the post and just walk away. But because I was strategic about the posts, I will show you the full post now. I made over 200,000 naira just from this post, over 200K. just from this post. And look at how many people reposted it. 14 people. 14 people reposted a content marketing post. You know, it's not common. You're making a post, you're selling, but people are reposting it. All right? Usually people just repost, posts that they feel like, oh, this is deep, this is this. But you're selling and people are reposting. That's content marketing at the very best. All right? I think I wanted to show you the live example. Let me show you the live example. Let me show you this post. Before we get to KYC, let me share my screen and show you my LinkedIn. Share screen. I want to show you my LinkedIn. And I want to show you those elements I mentioned. Those 3 core elements, I want to show you how I use them. Let me know. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, let me know in the comments that you can see my screen. I want to show you something. So, I can see you can see my screen. So if you look at my screen, you will see the LinkedIn post that I shared to get people into this challenge. So this first line is your hook. This first line is your hook. In some cases, it can be your headline. In most cases, what we call headline is, 3 ways to do this, or 3 things that are keeping you stuck. We call it headline, but it's also doing the work of a hook. The goal is that first line should draw people in, all right? So this is, you can call it hook, you can call it headline. But either ways, the goal of this line is to draw people in. And on LinkedIn, when you make your post, LinkedIn will only show it will only show first 2 sentences. So if your hook runs into a second line, those are the 2 lines it will show. The next thing you will see is see more. If your hook is just 1 line, and you put space and then you write another line, it will show those 2 sentences, the first sentence, the space, and then the next sentence. Then it will now show see more. If those 2 lines are not powerful enough, are not attractive or compelling enough, then you have lost the audience. They will not click to see more. That's the bottom line. All right? Hold on. I want to show this screen in full. I want to show this screen in full. I want to show it in full. All right. So look at my screen. We have the attention-grabbing headline. Then look at the body content. Look at the copy of this post. The next thing is the rehook. The next thing I did is to rehook you. I want to help you start the year. When somebody says they want to help you, you are interested now. Are you not interested? You are interested. I already told you it's free. And I told you I want to help you. You are interested. Then if you go to the body of the content, you will see that it is benefit focused. It is benefit focused. I say in this training, I will show you how to win on LinkedIn. I'll show you how to create compelling offers. I'll show you how to sell with confidence. I'm focusing on what you will gain if you join the training. I said the goal is I want to help you position your brand as an authority in your space. I want to prepare the ground so that you can get leads and clients for your offers. I'm showing you the benefit of what I want you to say yes to. All right? And then when we get to the end, I show you the call to action. What do you have to do to be a part of this challenge? It's very simple and clear. Repost this so it reaches more people. Second, leave me a comment expressing your interest. That's the call to action. All right? And I told you, you will not be considered if you don't do the 2. Amen. People jumped in. This one was a photo where I'm wearing my customized shirt. And you are seeing that I'm a top rated, yada, yada, yada. And then I put a screenshot of when I was still getting a lot of top voices. I think there was a time I got like 6. There were like 6 top voices on my post. I've stopped responding to those content where they say, oh, contribute. I don't have time again. The top voice I'm looking for is the blue one. I've had enough of this one. So I don't want them again. So I've stopped responding. All right. But I intentionally use this picture in the post. But let me now go to this one that I wanted to show you. Let me go to this one that I made last, sometimes 6 months ago. So again, look at it. Because I know my audience very well, I know what to say that will hook them. You get the point. These things are is strategy. It is intentional. When you want to create content that sells, you must be very intentional. So my first line is, last week, one of my life's biggest dreams came true. So what is the catching word there? My life biggest dreams. See, you will be curious. You want to know, what is this guy calling his life biggest dream? What is he calling his life biggest dream? Then the second line, which is the rehook, I said I signed a deal with a university in Nebraska, United States. You will definitely want to get the gist. I tell you, that hook and the rehook, they were carefully selected. They were carefully put there. And then I quickly told the backstory. I told the backstory about, of course, this is not fake it till you make it, though. All right. Content marketing is not deceiving people. Oh, I don't do it. I don't encourage it. Don't use clickbait. I see a lot of clickbait on LinkedIn. Oh, my client died. And then when you now get to the body of the content, I'm just like, no, now, why are you overdoing this thing? Why are you overdoing this content, this copywriting thing? All right, I don't find it attractive at all when people overdo their hook, and then they do all of this clickbait something, and then they put one very irritating. For me, it's irritating as a writer when I see people do that, because it's not professional, it's not ethical. You put a very overinflated hook, and then we get to the body of the content. You now tell us, oh, you wanted to get our attention. That's balderdash. That's BS. I'm getting annoyed already, all right? I'm getting annoyed. I dislike those kind of tactics. I'm not teaching any of that in this training. I don't do it, and I don't encourage anybody that is around me to do it. It is deceptive. It is not ethical. It is bad. It is wrong, all right? So this post is not fake it till you make it. It's a true life story, all right? It is a true life story. So I see a lot of people on LinkedIn, they've never gotten any result in their life. But because they want to fake it till you make it, they will say, oh, if you go and check their profile, they will say made over $100,000 for clients. And then you check the post of the person, you check their profile, and you see their post, and you know that this person has never made $1,000 in their life. Then why are you lying? Why are you deceiving people? That's not personal branding. That's outright lying. That's nonsense. That is absolute nonsense. So, copywriting or content marketing is not clickbait. In journalism, we call something clickbait or yellow journalism. Clickbait is when you deceive people. You say something just to get them to come in, and when they now come in and they check the content, you tell them something else. So what you just did is you just used a very crafty means to get them to read. It's a waste of your audience time. If I ever read an article from you and you deceive me, and then I go to the body and it's nonsense, I will never read any of your stuff again. Even when you are now saying something that makes sense, I will not read it. It is very annoying, very deceptive, very crafty. So this is not fake it till you make it. This was my true life story. So last year, a university, Bellevue University reached out to me from Medium, and they wanted to use one of my articles as part of their course content for ENG 100. And they were asking permission to use the content. And we talked money, and we agreed on the deal. And we signed the deal. They sent me money. I sent them the content. And they are using it in their university now. We signed a 3 years deal. So when the 3 year expire, we'll renew the contract again. So, and why I called this one of my life biggest dreams was because I've always wanted to be a lecturer before I decided to start writing online and build a brand online and be teaching online instead of teaching in the four walls, all right, of the university. And so for me, this was like a dream come true, that finally I am in Nigeria and my work is in the four walls of an American university, and every week they are mentioning my name. According to Ajayi Olalekan, oh man, it was like a very big milestone for me. So when I wanted to share this news, I'm like, oh, how can I use this to market something now, to market and to sell? So I found a way to, write my copy in such a way. Of course, I got the result on Medium. So, and I've been advocating people to join Medium. I mean, I'm like one of Medium's ambassador. So, and I have a course on Medium. So I just simply tied the announcement to what? To selling my Medium Masterclass. And I made over 200,000 from this post. Just this post alone. All right. So after I shared the news, I said, guess where they found me? They found me on Medium. And last week I signed the deal. You are wondering, yada, yada, yada. Medium gives you premium visibility, premium audience. A year ago, I was this and that. So this what I'm doing here is what? I am steering desire and interest in the audience. Because I know the aspiration of my audience, so I am speaking their emotions. I'm speaking to their emotions. And people buy based on emotional reasons. You know, there's a saying that says people buy based on emotion, then they justify with. All right. Somebody, Apple releases iPhone 16, and then somebody goes and withdraws 1 point something million as a Nigerian and go buys iPhone 16. It's an emotional decision. But after they buy it, you ask them, why did you buy it? They will now be giving you logical reasons why they bought it. The camera is good, the this is that, the this is that. But we know, last, it was an emotional decision. It was an emotional decision. Oluwafemi says, my client told me I've killed. This one shocked me. I fell for it. I don't like, when I see such kind of hook, I just walk away. It's sensationalism. I don't like it. People think that's copywriting, but that's extreme. That's I mean that's not ethical. Well, but we can have it's a controversial issue, but well, I am a professional writer, so I think I should know a little bit better. I studied mass communication. 4 years of my life, went for masters, another 1 year of my life. So this is my profession, this is my field. All right. So like I said, this post made me over 200K, and it was a promotional post. I'm just simply saying, if you do this thing right, you will get results. I know what I'm saying. I've been there. I've done it. I've seen it. I'm giving you true life story. All right. So let's go on. Let's carry on. I just have to show you an example to show that I am talk and do. We don't just talk here. We don't just do cha. We have evidence. So let's go back to our slide. I'm running to the end already. So we're on slide 7. So part of your strategy when it comes to content marketing is that you must KYC. Know your customer. Know the person you are selling to. That's the only way you can write a hook that will hook them, because you know their aspiration, their pain point, and their struggles. You know which word you are going to use in your post that will catch their attention. All right. KYC. I know in banks, KYC is for security reasons. They will say, oh, tell us your house, tell us your next of kin, tell us your, give us their number, because they are just trying to get every details from you, so that if you do anything funny, they know how to track you. All right. That's usually what they are KYC primarily, but they have other reasons for the KYC, but that's primarily what it's about. Sometimes they will even follow you to go and know your house, especially if you want to take a loan, because they know you can run away. All right. But KYC in content marketing is know your customer, because you will not get your messaging right if you don't know who you are talking to very well. Who you are talking to will determine how you talk to them, what you say, the words that you use as you're talking to them, so that you can hit the right chord, so that you can hit and there will be harmony. So without KYC, without knowing your customer, you can't. Oh, where's the W in this thing again? You can't write content that is laser targeted. That's why I use this dot. This dot and the board. So look at that dot in the middle of the board. It's hitting the center point. Laser target. And if you don't know your customer, you can't hit the right target like that. How do I write a post that I made over 200K? I know my customer. I know what to say. I know how to start and how to drive it and how to end it. All right? So you must know your customer. You must know, number one, their struggles. What are their struggles? What are they struggling with? You are the service provider. Let's say you're a virtual assistant. What is your target audience struggling with that will make them think of hiring you? You must know it. What are their aspirations? What is the result they are trying to get? Don't just assume that you know. you must do research. You must interact with them. So I do a lot of interaction with my target audience. I get on video calls, I chat with them. I mean, I just get to talk to my customers every day so that I know their struggles, their aspirations, so that when I am marketing, I know what to be saying. All right? When we get to training 4 and we're talking about selling, I will show you how to sell with confidence and how to get results. All right? I'm going to show you how to sell like a pro. So know their struggles, know their aspiration, and then number 3, know their challenges. If you know them to this level and you know them deeply, when you are writing content and you put all of these things into consideration when you are writing your content, you will get results. Your content will convert. So let me quickly show you. Let's say you're on this call and you don't even know your target, you don't know their struggle, their aspiration, their challenges. You can use artificial intelligence. So let me quickly share my screen again and go and show you. This prompt is in the document I will send to you. Very simple. We'll go to AI now, and AI will tell us everything about your target audience. Everything. All right? I came prepared for you. I came with value. I came with value. I told you this is going to be fire all through. Fireworks all through. All right? So KYC AI prompt. Who should we use? Tell me your service in the comment section. I'm going to pick one of them. We're going to use it for the practical. I have email marketing here, but I want to use somebody who is on this call. Tell me your skill, your niche, your industry, what you do. Tell me what you do in the comments. Let me pick one of you for this practical session. Let me pick one of you for this practical session. Quickly. So I'm using Claude.ai. I use Claude. I'm also an ambassador for Claude. I don't use ChatGPT at all. Or maybe once in a while though. So I use Claude. Cybersecurity consultant, good. Mr. Abel, let me work with Mr. Abel. So the prompt is in the document I will send you. I've copied the prompt, I've pasted it, so I'm just going to edit it. You will just edit this place. I am an, okay, cybersecurity is C. That's not forward, that's pronoun. So it will be A. I am a cybersecurity. Mr. Abel, tell me in the comment section, who are your ideal target audience? Quickly. I'm a cybersecurity consultant. So I'm going to cancel this email marketer. Tell me, who is your ideal target audience? Mr. Abel, quickly, because we need to put it in the prompt. I am a cybersecurity consultant. And where's the cybersecurity consultant? Cybersecurity consultant. Mr. Abel, quickly in the comments. Who is your ideal target audience? Who is your ideal target audience? Is it IT companies or what? Just let me know quickly. Don't delay us. I am a cybersecurity consultant. My target audience are. I'm going to change it to and use somebody else. Mr. Abel, there's no time. Someone else, if you have mentioned your skill in the comments, tell me your ideal target audience so that whoever types the ideal target audience fast, I will use the person. Looks like Mr. Abel is not answering us. Okay, let's use I'm just going to use one so you can do the two by yourself, but I'm just going to use one. My target audience are organizations trying to implement cyber security frameworks. All right, good. So I'm going to ask Claude, what are the top 3 pain points or struggles, aspirations, and challenges of my target audience? So let AI do something for us quickly. Quickly. So AI has a lot of data about your target audience. People have fed it data about your target audience, and it's going to tell us what are their pain points, what are their aspirations, and what are their challenges. So it says pain points number one, resource constraints and return on investment justification. So it says some of these companies have limited budgets and skilled personnel to implement comprehensive framework. So these are the pain points of your target audience. So when you want to write content, these are the things you must be speaking to. Number two, it says framework complexity and implementation. Some of them implementation. Some of them struggle with organizational resistance and culture. Mr. Abel, you know very well that this is accurate. Let me see you in the comment section. Is it accurate? Is it on point? Is it on point? Is it on point? Aspiration. Let's check aspiration. It says their first aspiration is they want to achieve compliance and risk reduction. Very correct. Number two, program maturity. They want to develop a robust, sustainable security program. Very correct. Number three, enablement. Using security as a competitive advantage. All right. If they get their security, they have an edge over their competitors. Very correct. That's their aspiration. So what are their challenges? They have implementation challenges. That is program management and execution. They have technical integration. Then they have operational impact. So we have just used AI to dissect your target audience. AI has told their pain points, their aspiration. So anytime you are creating content for these people, these are the things that you want to be speaking to in your content. This is what matters to your target audience. So you don't want to just wake up and go and be creating 3 ways to win on LinkedIn. It does not concern your target audience. You are not being strategic. So strategic content marketing is to now what? Be writing content that is speaking to this pain point, these aspirations, and be showing them how you are the right person to help them at this. And that's why if you check the content guide, it is written in such a way that Mr. Abel, for example, you can just pick content for day 2, edit the headline to fit your industry, and write the body and post it. And I can guarantee you, some of you will get mind-blowing results in 3 weeks. All right? Let me give you one AI bonus again. Mr. Abel, I'm going to give you one AI bonus. All of you that are on the video, you can also watch this. So AI, we want to generate content ideas for you, Mr. Abel, so that even after this challenge, you can have content ideas to be using. Ask AI, what are the top 30 my target audience are asking? What are the top 30 questions my target audience are asking? So let's ask AI. AI is going to give us a list of the 30 questions that Mr. Abel's target audience are asking online. Number one, which cybersecurity framework is best suited for our industry and size? Number two, how do we align multiple frameworks, yada, 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 without duplicating effort? Number three, what's the minimum we need to do to achieve compliance? Can you see that? So I'm going to tell AI, turn these these 30 questions into LinkedIn post topic ideas. All right. So we're going to turn these 30 questions into content ideas now. You know that you are answering the questions in the heart of your target audience. All right. So he has given us 30. Number one, the only 3 frameworks that matter in 2025. How to choose without getting overwhelmed. Can you see? Can you see? All right. So I just gave you a bonus. I didn't plan to do this second one, but I just gave everybody a bonus. So you can actually use your own content creation process. Let me go back to my presentation. So I came with value for you, overload of value. So you must KYC, you must know your target audience, all right? And I've just shown you how to use AI to research. But you can also go beyond just using AI, engage with your target audience, ensure you are having interactions with them, ensure you are asking them questions, all right? Ensure when you meet your potential target audience, you are asking questions more than you are talking. The reason why some of you don't convert is when you meet your potential target audience, you just begin to talk. You just begin to pour on them. Instead of you to ask them questions, ask them what challenges they are going through. Let them open up to you and give you every data you need. It is now what they have told you, you will now use to make a pitch. They will say yes. I'll teach you some of this when we get to the 4th training session. All right. So before we leave, after KYC, let's quickly look at the buyer's journey. I'm just going to quickly go over it. It's also in the document extensively. I explained it extensively. There's something we call the buyer's journey. So every person that ends up buying from you, they went through a journey before they finally bought. It's not, statistics shows that when you make a post to sell, it's only about 3% of those that see the post, 1 to 3% that will say yes. A lot of other persons that see the post may not say yes immediately. All right, but you will have started something in their hearts. It may be 4 months later, they will now come back and say, oh, that thing that you posted that day, I want to buy now. All right. What happened in that 4 months is what? They have been on a buyer's journey and they have finally gotten to the destination. So they are saying, yes, I want to buy. That's the destination. All right. So we have what we call buyer's journey. The first stage is the awareness stage. Sometimes if you see some of these things in another page, you will see 5 stages, but this is 3. I'm going to use 3. We have what we call buyer's journey. The first one is awareness stage. This is the first time, or this is the stage when the buyer, they are just realizing that they have a problem, all right? And they are just beginning to think, oh, what can be the solution? They don't know the solution yet. They're just becoming very much aware about the problem. If your customer is still at this stage, if you try to sell to them, they will not buy, all right? They will not buy. So at this awareness stage, the content you are going to be creating is what we call TOFU content. It's called top of the funnel content. And that's why if you check the content calendar too, the guide, the first week content are majorly TOFU content. They are content that will help you to just get familiar or introduce yourself and, get to build a rapport with the clients. Then 2nd week, 3rd week, you can now go hard on selling, all right? But don't just start day 1 and just begin to sell. And just begin to try to sell something. Get to, take them on a journey. Take them on a journey. Every time I join 3-week challenge or thereabouts, I take my audience on a journey. I just give value. First week, I give value. 2nd week, I just keep giving value. Everybody just knows me, sees me, likes me. When it gets to the 3rd week like this, I just begin to sell. So because in the first 2 weeks, they've known me, they've liked me, they've trusted my brand, they've trusted my brand over that short journey, I get a lot of people say yes to my offer in the 3rd week. I took them on a journey. So in this first stage, which is awareness stage, you create top of the funnel content. It's called TOFU. This content are going to just be educational content and you're providing valuable info so that these people can see you, they can understand the problem they are going through very well, and then begin to gradually see you as see the solution to their problem. And because you are the one educating them, in their minds too, they are beginning to see you as an authority. They're beginning to see you like, oh, this guy knows what he's saying. So that when they now finally get to the 3rd stage, when they want to buy, you are one of the persons that come to mind. Do you understand? It's a journey. The 2nd stage is the consideration stage. So now the client is aware of the problem, they are aware of the solution, and they are now beginning to do research. They are beginning to do research of which of the solution they want to take. Are they going to buy from you, Messi, or they will buy from Abasirim, or they will buy from who else is in the comment section, or Mr. Abel? So they are beginning to consider, which of these solution providers are we going to buy from? All right. At this stage of your customer's journey, you want to showcase your expertise. Now that they are considering who to buy from, you want to showcase that you are an expert, that you are good. You want to begin to highlight the benefit of your product and services so that as they are considering who to buy for, they'll be considering you. All right. Very important. And we call this kind of content middle of the funnel content. At this level, you begin to share case studies, guides. If you check the document, you will see other examples. And that's why if you check the content calendar too that we are using, you'll find out that there are some of the posts where there are testimonials. I want you to share testimonials. If you have testimonials, it's time to share testimonials. Share some of those things so that it can begin to increase the trust that people have in you. There's something we call KLT in marketing. KLT index, the know, like, and trust index. So what you are doing in the buyer's journey is that you are taking them on a journey, and along the line, along the way, you are making them to know you. That's the awareness stage. In the consideration stage, you are making them to like and trust you. So that at the decision stage, because they know you now, they like you, they trust you, they will be bold enough or confident enough to transfer the money to you. So the final stage is the decision stage. Anytime you see a person say, oh, I am ready, I want to buy, they have gotten to this last stage. They've been on a journey. They finally got to the bus stop. Now they are saying, oh, now take my money. Give me that thing you have been talking about. And at this stage, see, you don't need to do more talking at this stage. Don't be talking too much. When a client reaches out and it looks like they're already in the decision stage, don't then begin to read out one full scale paper marketing pitch again. At this stage, they are ready to buy. Just give them a nudge. Just give them a nudge. Maybe a free trial, maybe free consultation. Just push them a little and they will buy. All right. So at the decision stage, just provide a final nudge for the buyer to choose you. Provide a final nudge. And some of the content you will create to give them that nudge is show them testimonials. So you have been giving them educational content, you have been providing value, but they are considering who to buy from now. Show them testimonials that see, oh, some of the people that have bought from you, look at the results they get. And the person will be like, oh, it looks like this person has results. Let me buy from them. Or you can give them free trial. So when you see a company say, oh, buy our subscribe for our software, 7 days free trial, they are trying to what? They are trying to give you an experience, so that after the experience, you will do what? You will say, yes, I want to pay. You can show them demo, or you can even do a consultation for them. And that's why some of you that are service providers, you can do 15 minutes free consultation or 15 minutes, free discovery call. And then you provide value. And then after the conversation, you push them a little bit and get them to say yes. All right? What type of content do you create at the second stage is there? Share case studies, share guides. If you check the Google Doc, you will see other things that you can share. At that stage, you are trying to position yourself as one of the people they should consider. All right. So you need to show things that have, that are more detailed, that takes them a step further. They are not on the surface content again. They are in-depth content. Maybe, case studies, guides, and all that. You are taking them a step further, so that they can begin to see you that, oh, you know what you're doing, and they should be considering you as one person they should buy from. All right. When you check the document, I explain better in the document. So quickly, let's review the content guide. We're wrapping up. This is like the second to the last part, and we are done for tonight. Let me share my screen and then show you the content guide that we are using. Again, you're not under any is it compilation? Is that a correct English now? You're not compelled to use the content guide, but you might just do well for yourself to use them. All right. If you want to freestyle, feel free to freestyle. There's no law that says, oh, you must follow the content guide, line for line, word for word. But of course, I curated the content guide with experience, all right, and with some insights based on my own years of knowledge and experience. So you might find it very helpful. And for some of you that struggle with content creation, it's really easy for you. So on Monday, which is tomorrow, we're introducing the challenge. One of the things it does for you to introduce a challenge is because it gets you committed. Oftentimes when I want to do something, I announce I want to do it so that I cannot go back on it again. All right. That's the whole idea of the challenge introductory post. All right. And you can feel free to be creative about how you introduce that you are in a challenge and all that. And again, if you tag me in the post, it makes it easy for me to know that you tagged me and then come and engage with your post. But just feel free to be yourself and do what you think will work for you. All right. Then Tuesday, in the guide, I'm not going to run through all the guides. I just want to point one or two things. Tuesday, you're sharing a transformation story. And I already put like 4 different, templates. And you can choose any of them. So I just picked one of them and did example. But you can choose any of them that suit your, your industry or your niche. All right. The exact moment I discovered why audience pain points. Don't forget the AI research we did. You know the pain point of your audience. Now, what you just do is you slot it, you replace that audience pain point with the actual pain point of your target audience. The exact moment I discovered why that was holding me back. Stop struggling with dash their challenge. All right. Here's the system that changed everything. Look at the example. Tired of one of the common pain points of who did I use for this example? Okay, I think it's a is it a virtual assistant or a either an email marketer. I can't remember who I used for this example. But tired of losing clients due to inconsistent results. So the pain point for the target audience of this person is they are losing clients. All right. So you say tired of losing clients due to inconsistent results. Yes, how I went from jungling. Okay, this is a social media manager. I think so. All right. So just edit them to suit your own industry. And in this last part, I even gave you what and what should be in the content. So after giving them this hook, what you want to do is what? You want to identify 2 to 3 key turning points, describe specific actions that led to the change. For example, that post I made about the university from US, all right, if you read that post where you see that I identified, oh, what happened? Okay, so after I said the hook, the rehook, I now wrote backstory. I now shared the story of how I got the opportunity. I also shared what I did on Medium that is making Medium work for me, all right? And I put tangible result and metrics there so that I can be believable. Where is that post again, sir? I think I even put a screenshot of the deal. Let me go to the picture I used. Can you see? So this is what I mean by proof. And if you look at the picture I used too, I put good news there so that it can catch people's attention, so that they will know what is good news. Then I put a screenshot of the mail that they sent to me. Permission to use Medium article, yada, 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 yada. This was the first mail the university sent to me. Proof. So that people will not think that this was just a cooked up story. So that it can be more believable. All right. So when you're making posts and you're quoting, oh, I just help a client to achieve this, it makes sense that you show us proof. So that we not just, so that it not just be, that you are deceiving us. You're lying to us. All right. So that's how to use the content guide. And like I said, you're under no obligation to use it. This is the document that we send to you that has a very complete and thorough explanation of what I just taught. Content marketing, copywriting, the buyer's journey, different formulas, 5 formulas, all right? 5 copywriting formulas. You can begin to play around with them. Then there's example. I did example of all the formulas, one after the other. All right, so that you can get so much value from this. So let me begin to round up. If you have any question, put it in the comment section. Let me see how many questions I can take before I run tonight. We have used 93 minutes. I wanted to make this 90 minutes, so I'm wrapping up already. I am wrapping up already. I am wrapping up already. The last slide, that's the action points. Every of my session will always have action points, because if all you just do is you come and write information, you just gather information, and you don't act on it, nothing is going to change, all right? So I don't just come and give you information. What must you do with this information? So what steps should you take as you leave this training tonight? Number 1, go and use ChatGPT, Claude.ai. That's if you don't already have details about your target audience. If you have never known all of these things before, go and quickly use ChatGPT and all of these AI tools to do a research on your potential customers so that you can know their pain points. You can know their aspiration. You can know their challenges, so that when you are writing content, you are speaking to them. You are speaking to their hearts. And sometimes in your content, you can even call them out. If your content is for consultant, you can write dear consultant, or just mention them in your hook, so that everybody would not the people you are writing to will know that this content is actually speaking to them or is for them. But go and do a research on your potential customers, all right? Then number 2, the Google Doc link, I'll send it in the group. Go and study that Google Doc, all right? You will see 5 copywriting formulas there. Just pick 1 or 2 of them. Maybe the AIDA formula. That's like one of the most popular framework for copywriting. Attention, interest, desire, and action. So that when you want to write your copywriting post, your content marketing post, you can always use those framework so that you can write very persuasively. That's the way you're going to get results, all right? At the start, it may be difficult and time consuming, but over time, you will master this and it just become your second nature. All right? So that's the action point. And then the last slide. Thank you, love and light. Thank you, love and light. So let me see the comments and let me see a few questions that might be there. Let me see which I can answer before I run away tonight. Any question? Any question? Uchechukwu says, what kind of content do you create at the second stage? Like I said, you will see all of that. You will see all of that in the documents. You will see all of that in the documents. All right. So Uchechukwu, I'll send the Google Doc in the group. You can go through it. What if you don't have testimonials yet as you are just starting out? A good place to start out if you don't have testimonials yet is to just share valuable content. Share valuable content, all right? Share valuable content. Many people will give you a benefit of doubt and trust you when you show that you are an authority in your field. And how do you position yourself as an authority? See, who do you call an authority in a particular field? It's the person that has a lot of, a body of work in that field. All right. That's why before you become a professor, you must have published at least 25 articles in credible journals. That's when you become an authority and we can give you professorship. All right. So if you are the person who is educating us in your niche, giving us valuable content, automatically we are going to see you as the go-to person. So in most cases, you may not need to even post testimonials and proof and all that. Some people will trust you for a start, all right, based on the fact that you have positioned yourself well. And gradually you can begin to build testimonials, all right? And for some of you too, you can look, if you don't have any clients yet, and so you don't have testimonials, look for clients that you can volunteer for and work for them, if possible, pro bono, free, so that you can gather testimonials, all right? So that you can gather testimonials from there. But like I said, if you position yourself well, create valuable content, a lot of people will take you up. They'll take you up on your offer without even asking for proofs and all that. So you may not need to worry your head too much for a start. My question is this supposed to be 21-day cycle, or how often do you repeat the cycle? Well, this is the first time I'm doing a challenge, so it's for now. All I can see is that we are going for 21 days. After the 21 days or towards the end, if I decide to continue, we're going to see for ourselves. All right? But again, some of the things I've taught you tonight, like how to use AI to, find what are the questions your audience are asking online, and then to turn the questions into post idea. I've given you some content ideas that even after these 21 days, you know what to be writing, all right? I wanted to make this very valuable for you. So what is the next one? Okay, this is not, let me see any other question. What if you don't have testimonials? I've answered that. Who else? I don't understand. I mean for tofu. Is this supposed to be a 21-day cycle? Oh no. I'm just saying the essence of sharing the tofu, mofu, and bofu is to show you that when you are designing your content strategy, let's say your content calendar. I know most of you don't use content calendar. I just wake up and say, oh, what do I post today? I just pick anything and post. But when you become more intentional with your business, you have a content calendar. All right. In your content calendar, you must have these 3 types of content in your content calendar. You must have a little bit of tofu content. So when you post tofu content, it is just to educate people. You must have a little bit of mofu content in your calendar too. That will be testimonials and all that, just to get, to improve your credibility. Then you must have some bofu content. Those are like often promotional content in your calendar too. When you make such a post, we know that today you want to push people to buy. Do you understand? So let's say you have a 1-month content calendar. You will sprinkle the calendar with a few tofu contents, a few mofu content. So when you post a tofu content, some people will just be getting awareness for the first time. When you post a mofu content, the one that has gotten awareness in your tofu content, you have taken them a step further. The day you now finally post a bofu content, you will convert. Do you understand? I hope that is clear. So have them sprinkled in your content calendar. And in the 21 days content calendar I designed for you, tofu, mofu, bofu, they are covered in that calendar. I'm showing you the strategic approach to content marketing, why some of us get results, all right? That's why I shared all of that to you. It is intentional, it is strategic. It is not just haphazard. So I don't think there's any other question in the comment section again. So I think we can, say goodbye tonight. Thank you for showing up for this day 2. I like the energy. Let's keep the energy up. Our next training session is going to be next week, Saturday. And I'm going to be showing you how to create irresistible offers, all right? I know some of you have offers or you have things you are selling, but it just looks like every time you share what you are selling with people are not interested. Maybe your offer is not irresistible, all right? Maybe your offer is not irresistible enough. So let's repackage it, let's rebrand it, and make it very compelling. Then the 4th session, which is going to be next week Sunday, I'm going to be showing you how to sell without selling, how to sell like a pro. All right. Some of you are scared of selling. Some of you, when it comes to time to ask for money, you have all manners of fear, all manners of self-doubt. In that training, I will deliver you. Trust me. I'm not joking. I'm going to conduct deliverance. All right. All right. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, subscribe before you leave tonight. All right. Like this video. I'll see you tomorrow when we start posting our content. Those of you that have been showing up already, ensure you maintain the energy for the 21 days. That is the guarantee that you will see. That's the only way you will guarantee that you will start seeing results. All right? Ensure that you are showing up. Create your content tomorrow. Post the link in the accountability group. And when the main group opens, post your content, your link there. The group is going to be open 7:30 a.m. to 12 noon West African time. Then in the evening, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. West African time. I'll see you in the community, in the WhatsApp group, all right? If you have any question, any help, send a private chat to Temidayo. Don't send me anything, I won't answer. But if you have business transaction with me, send me a DM. You want to do optimization, you want a private attention, maybe you want me to pay attention to you, I will charge you, all right? Send me a DM. You want me to help you further, send me a DM. I will charge you and you will pay me. But anything outside business, if it's about the challenge, if it's about the content calendar, if it's about anything, send me your message. Thank you. Let me put some music as I take a bow tonight. I see everybody saying thank you in the comments. No Howard, thank you too. It's Mary, thank you. Meji, Cable, thank you too. Thank you. Ifeyiwa, thank you. Jennifer, yes. Ifeyiwa, thank you. Physical concept, your laugh is contagious. Hope your laugh is good. All right, people. I love you. I'm rooting for you. All love and life. Yeah. I take a bow.